What's up, guys? Plumage Plays here with its Aviation time for the fourth of 8 videos on the Flight Simulator 2020 tutorial series. This one is landing, maybe the hardest part of flying, the one where the most crashes occur, and pretty much what goes up must come down. In this training session, we'll focus on the key techniques for successful landings. We will manage speed and glide path on our final approach. We will flare the aircraft to make sure we have a smooth touchdown, and we will make sure we brake after the landing to end our flight safely and not die. Anyways, I hope you guys will learn something from this tutorial. Like the video if you enjoy it. Comment down below any video ideas for its aviation time, as we're always looking for new flights to do, new routes, new aircraft, whatever it may be. And subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you know when we post new content. Anyways, let's get into tutorial number 4. Alrighty guys, here we are in the sim.
The best part of flying is landing in one piece. The man was a terminal pessimist, but he wasn't wrong. Today, you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing. We've got clearance for a straight-in approach, so we don't have to complete the standard traffic pattern. And I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power. We're on the glide slope now.
We're not.
Maintain speed around 65 knots. Change your pitch if you need to, and keep your aim point on the runway number.
So yeah.
When you're targeting the runway number, you want to keep it steady in your sights.
So pretty much, you want to aim for the numbers.
Moving up in your windscreen, you're coming in low. You'll need to add a bit more throttle to get back on the slope. If it looks like the number's moving down in your windscreen, well, then you're too high.
One note.
Add flaps to increase your rate of descent, but you'll also need to push forward and trim to change your attitude and maintain the same speed.
Alright boys, we're going flap full, which gives us a lot of lift. One note, when you start these landing simulations, we'll see in the activities, it spawns you really high. So one thing you gotta know, you gotta descend pretty much right away. Like, I'm still really high, and I've been descending at 1,000 feet the whole time. We're coming in a bit low now, drop to about 60 knots. So we want to make sure we speed that up to get back to around 65.
Keep your aim point on the runway threshold. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare. Once we pass the threshold, shift your aim point to the end of the runway.
And on the left, you see those 4 lights. Those are the pappies. You want to try to keep it 2 red, 2 white. But they spawn us so high. They spawn us 4 white, so that's not great. Anyways, we should be coming in now. There's 1 red. Coming in very slow, actually, so we need to speed up. So once we get lower, slightly lower,
Pulling back slowly. Let the plane settle onto the runway.
and we're gonna idle,
But don't let it start
slowly fare up, and just let the plane stall. You want to, like,
Nice.
there we go.
Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
So pretty much when you're landing, you want to come in around 50 feet, make the throttle come idle, and pretty much you let the plane kind of fall to the runway. You just want to hover as close as you can to the runway without touching down, and you let the plane kind of touch down on its own while you're idle. And that's what normally good landing is. That wasn't an amazing landing. It wasn't terrible either. It spawned us really high, but yeah, other than that, it was an okay landing. In short, make sure you aim for the numbers. When you get close to running, idle and just let it float.
But if you can use the plane the next day,
And then other than that, you just want to make sure you brake and just try to keep 2 red, 2 white on those 4 poppy lights. And landing isn't that hard when you get used to it. Anyways, that was tutorial number 4 of the tutorial series in Flight Sim. Hopefully you guys learned something. She was talking for a lot of that, so I couldn't really talk to you guys. But anyways, I hope you guys learned something. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below any video ideas for its aviation time. We're always looking for new routes, new flights to do. And subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you turn on those post notifications so you know when we post a new video. Anyways, thanks for watching part 4. We'll see you in the next video.